Hey guys, what's up? It's Rosie. So today, as you can tell by the title, I'm making my first ever budget. So that's a little white lie. I have tried to make budgets before. I tried to make a budget in January. That didn't go very well. This will be my first successful budget because I am committed to sticking to it. It is literally the last day of February, so we're gonna hit the ground running, so to say. I did film this video before, so I do have the budget already made. Last time when I was filming it, halfway through the audio cut out. So I have made the budget and I'm gonna show it to you and explain to you my thoughts behind it. As an upfront, disclaimer, I am not financially literate. That I think is pretty clear from the fact that I'm making my first budget now. A lot of the information I have gathered has been through YouTube videos, through, books and stuff like that. My family, very weird with money growing up, very funny because my dad's an accountant, so that's all he does. I did not learn very many money skills from my parents, no offense to them, but I did not grow up with that, being freely talked about and knowledge being disseminated around the house. So I sort of thrust myself into adulthood blind and, took on a student loan. And now here I am at the ripe age of 24, and I have a significant amount of credit card debt. Last month, it's still technically this month, I got my first interest charge on my first credit card. And by God, was it horrifying to see that I had an extra $50 topped on my already very large balance that I had to pay, and that pretty much what even was the point? I'm just gonna be paying interest forever, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I freaked out about it. I maybe cried a little bit. I talked to my therapist and she calmed me down. We set actionable goals to, get into financial literacy and hopefully financial freedom. I have the privilege to have a work from home job, and I do live, not on my own. I live with my boyfriend in our own apartment though, but I don't live at home. So I do have rent, all sorts of bills that I have been able to pay, but by God, is it tight. It is a paycheck to paycheck situation, and I shouldn't be in that. No one should have to be in that, but it's where I am, and I need to get out of it. And especially now that one interest has made itself known, I know the others are coming. My goal for 2023 is to really tackle my finances and become confident in the way I'm handling them, really know what's going on. I am an impulsive spender. It is an emotional response to good times and bad times. I love to spend. I love to buy things, and that is not a healthy response to have to most events in life. So I am working on, redefining my relationship with money, making it healthier, actively listening to the voice in my head that says, you want to buy that? And being like, I do, but I shouldn't. And then actually not doing it. This is the first step to that. It's figuring out how much money I have, how much is coming in, how much I'm putting out, and hopefully, adjusting the levels a little bit, because I really would love to pad my savings a bit more. It is very light in there, and I also obviously need to pay off credit card debt. I have 4 credit cards with pretty big amounts of debt on them. I have 2 credit cards that have nothing on them, which is great. I leave them alone. And then I have one that is like a credit card, but not I don't have a physical card for it. It's an account that I got a financing loan on to buy my bed when we moved here. So I have those all included in the little budget sheet. I'm gonna show them to you as we go, but just a precursor, that's where I'm at. My student loans haven't kicked in yet because obviously they're on pause still. Let's hope for that 10K forgiveness. Biden baby, if you need a pep talk on that, you know where to find me. I am also in grad school, so I hopefully will not have to pay until I graduate from grad school. That is the assumption I have. I'm pretty confident that it's correct. I'm like 98% confident. I don't know, because our student loans have been on pause the entire time I've been graduated. So I am unclear. But hopefully student loan debt is a whole other thing we can tackle down the road. Right now, we're working on getting rid of those credit card balances before the student loan balances come to bite me in my ass. I feel like that's a pretty good introduction. Baseline financial knowledge. I'm in debt. I have a full-time job and I'm a student, and this is how I'm going to be balancing my finances for the next month. Okay, so here is my March budget. I got the spreadsheet off of Etsy. I will link it down below. And then also, I, in general, found out about budget spreadsheets from Carter Sullivan, who I'm also going to link down below, because she is, number one of my favorite YouTubers, but number two, one of the people I watch most frequently that talks about financial situations and how, you know, how she handles her money, how she budgets. She had a video go really viral last year on how she budgets her paychecks. So maybe I'll include that one below. But she, honestly, she rocks. She was also in student loan debt and she got herself out of it. So listening to her tips and tricks has been very helpful for me to know that like someone can go from a big amount of debt to she's debt free now, and she like has her own house and stuff with her boyfriend. So very much goals, very much good inspiration. You go, Carter, I love you. All right, for the spreadsheet. This month starts from March 1st, as it does. Financial overview. So my total income is going to be $4,000, hopefully. My total bills come to about $21.60. Subscriptions $30, expenses $1,010, savings $200, debt $250, ideally. Total leftover about $350 left that I did not specifically budget. I'm hoping I can save that as like a little cushion. And any extra money I have is going to be split between savings and then also debt tackling. Let's go down. First off, income, baby. The easiest one to fill because I know what I get paid. So McGraw-Hill is where I work right now. I'm a freelancer for the publishing company. And so I get paid weekly, which has been very helpful and I very much enjoy it. McGraw-Hill, I will get paid 5 times this month because it is a 5 paycheck month for all you ladies, gents, and they thems who want to know. Very sexy of them because I get approximately $795 weekly based on my freelancer rates, and then that is taxes taken out, thank goodness. This one is only different because this upcoming week, my friends Agatha and Marissa are gonna be here. They actually come in tomorrow. I'm so very excited about it. But I took a day off. So because of that, as a freelancer, I don't get any paid time off. I just lose a day of pay. So that is what my paycheck looks like with just 4 days a week. And then at the very bottom, I have Depop, which has been fantastic. It's been very fun. I like navigating it, and lots of the clothes are like super cool. Like it's cool to look on the explore page and see what other people are selling. I used to be a Poshmark girly, but then I got banned like 4 times, which I mean, nothing crazy. I feel bad about it, but like I went through quite a few depressive periods where people were buying things and I couldn't leave my home. So I didn't send them. They got their money back. But yeah, Poshmark doesn't like me. But Depop, girl, she's been popping. So I have this from everything I sold in January is about to come in, or February rather. Whatever day it is that you sold it on, there's an approximate amount of days until after they send you the money is what they assume will be like the delivered by date. So by March 9th, I should have approximately $184.11 from Depop deposited into my bank account. Now up here, these little graph guys, they don't really have anything going on because I think this is when I put in my expenses for the month, and then this is what the budget looks like right now, and then this is going to be what it looks like after I've actually inputted all of the information, like of what I've spent. Let's go into the bills category. For bills, as I mentioned, these are my credit cards. There is a separate debt section, but as we know, credit cards have minimum payments. If you miss a minimum payment, it messes with your credit score real bad. I've been lucky enough that I have never missed a credit card payment, knock on wood, as far as I know. Even though I'm super forgetful, I put everything on auto pay that I can. And then on top of that, once I got started getting paid weekly, I actually, every day I would get paid, which is like every Friday, I would take out the money I need for rent, and then also put $50 towards each of my credit cards. I haven't been that great about it recently. I've been using my credit cards a lot more just because life has gotten crazy. But that was the plan. That was how I was going to tackle it then. Probably similar to how I'm going to try to tackle it now, but at the very least, I have the auto pay for the minimum payment on all of my credit cards. So that way I never miss a payment, but I will hopefully, on top of that, make more payments towards the balance. That's the goal. So starting with Synchrony. Synchrony is the bed loan that I mentioned. So it's not a credit card I'm continuously racking up debt on, which is great because it was like a $2,400 loan or some shit like that. And now I think I only owe $1,300 maybe, because it was a 2-year thing. So I get an email, and anytime I get the email, I'll just go pay it. So I paid that already. I paid $50. I think right now my minimum payment is $46, so I try to make it a little higher, and then if I end up with some extra money at the end of the month, maybe I'll toss another 30 or 40 at it. But next is Chase. Chase is the scary one that I got my fun little extra interest fee on. I am planning on throwing $150 at that girl, which will probably only approximate about $100 off, which is good, but you know, needs to be better. Amex is in a pretty solid spot, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna do $100 towards that one. Discover, $100 towards that one. Apple Card is another scary one because they immediately give you interest. Like, you don't have 0% APR period at all with them. So that's just a heads up. If you are someone who pays off your monthly like credit card balance in full, that's probably a good one for you because they have a lot of cash back, and that's just like literal extra money, like real money you can transfer to your bank. However, for me, it's not so great. And I have paid interest on that card every month, but it wasn't like a surprise because I knew up front it was gonna happen, you know? And it's never huge. I've only paid maybe like $7 or $8 of interest each time. So not a ridiculous amount, not a good amount, but not crazy. So that is my second one that I try to put the most money towards because I know I'm getting interest every month anyway. So rent and utilities. I save a total of $1,200 for rent and utilities every month. I personally don't know exactly how much it is. Everything is auto paid on my boyfriend's card. Like, everything is done through his accounts. So then he'll just Zelle request me. And normally it comes out to around $11.50, I'd say, with rent, water, gas, heat, cooling, like the whole air system, and Wi-Fi. So that is approximately where that's at. And then the PS5. So I have an Affirm loan for the PS5. That I found it for a really good price, TBQuiteAge. So I did a $63.89 monthly payment, and I think it's only a year long. I'm not. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's only a year long because I got it for around $700. So that's gonna end next August-ish. So not too bad. That's not a forever bill. That's almost gone. And I paid that already this month, so we're good. Afterpay and Klarna. I'm an Afterpay Klarna type of bitch. I have a lot of things on Afterpay and Klarna. One of my goals for this month that I mentioned in my March reset, link down below, is I'm not going to do any new Afterpay or Klarna transactions because I had so many just stacked up that was one of the main things causing me anxiety, is that I didn't know when they were going to come. I would just get a text like 2 or 3 times a week being like, hey, $40 is getting taken out. Hey, $80 is getting taken out. And I'd be like, yeah, and it was not good, but I was scared to look at it. I looked at it on the phone with my therapist because she was like, you have to do it. And I was like, okay. God bless that woman. She is so patient. And so we together went through and wrote out every single Afterpay and Klarna payment I had for the month. And in total, by the end of the month, I will have paid $346.20. March 24th is the day of the last payment of the month. So that's where that is. And it comes out automatically. Like I said, that's just, you know, I put everything on auto pay. So I just checked that because I'm not even thinking about that. It's just gonna get paid. Subscriptions and memberships. So I'm very lucky. Like most people, I feel like in my generation, we have a lot of different sources for subscriptions. So I know my family pays for Disney Plus and not Hulu, Netflix. So I'm on their stuff for that. And then I'm on my friend Agatha's Hulu. I'm on my boyfriend's dad's HBO Max. And yeah, I mean, we've got most of the basics covered. So I personally only pay for Spotify Premium, which is a non-negotiable for me. I need Spotify Premium, my most used app, which is $10 a month. You know, it happens. And that is also automatic. So that's actually just gonna like get taken out. So I'm gonna click that right now. And then book of the month, which is something new that I just started, but I've been wanting to do book of the month for like almost 2 years. It is so cool to me. And I used to work in a bookstore. So when I was working in the bookstore, obviously it wasn't feasible because I was like, I have a better discount here. I could just take it. But now that I no longer work in a bookstore, I miss having access to new books, quite honestly. I love books. Sharing my books with my friends, so like I need to own it in order to like give it to them to share. Duh. So one of my other goals is to not purchase brand new, fully priced books. But book of the month has a discount on it, so you are getting it $10, I think, cheaper anyway than you would have. And on top of that, I'm trying to thrift books when I see them, which is exciting and cool and fun and like sort of like a challenge. So between those two, those are the only like purchasing of books I'm looking to do in the near future. But that, as I said, is about 17 bucks. And that comes out like at the very end of the month, I believe. So I'm also going to change that to March 31st. Perfect. Okay. Down in this little corner is a transactions tracker. This is what scared me last time when I tried to do it in January. I was putting in all of my transactions, and literally in the first 3 or 4 days, I had to have at least 20. The sheer amount of transactions overwhelmed me last time. I'm not gonna let it do it this time, but I didn't love it last time. We're gonna stick to it. All right. Next, let's do the expenses. So, other expenses, groceries. I'm giving myself $300. We're really trying to cook at home. And I cook at home a lot because I work from home. So obviously I make breakfast, lunch, and then most of the time it's dinner at home. But we are also pretty bad at dining out like on the drop of a hat, like on a whim. I have re-downloaded and deleted DoorDash 6 times this year. That is an embarrassing confession, but it is true. There is a sushi place that is 20 minutes away that I do not want to drive to, but I do love their rice so much that I just keep re-downloading the fucking app so I can get their rice. But it's gone again. I deleted it again and it's okay. So I am trying to not deliver food to my apartment. I don't know about my boyfriend, but I personally will not be delivering food to this apartment until April. That leaves groceries at $300, which already is kind of a little bit because we spend a lot of money at the grocery store, which is just another situation of me like grabbing random shit, being like, yeah, no, I want to try that this week. No, I want to try that this week. But since it's something new, I don't reach for it and I forget I have it. So I need to whittle down, cut off the fat on the edges of my grocery lists and not buy anything that is not on the list. We're gonna do our best. Dining out, $100. If I want to eat food out, I have to physically go there. That is my rule from now on. And with this, my one favorite restaurant, embarrassingly enough, is Waffle House. I did not have a Waffle House growing up anywhere in the Northeast. There are like literally none. And so now that we live near one, it is my favorite place and I love it. You just always know what you're gonna get. It's always breakfast food. My favorite food is breakfast food. It just makes sense. And it's cheap. So for 2 people, one meal at Waffle House comes to approximately $25 each time we go. So I've given myself enough money to go to Waffle House each weekend and buy food for me and Kenneth. Fuel. Kenan currently uses my car every day, so he's the one who's picking up a lot of the gas bills right now. I use it on the weekends, occasionally at night, but maybe like one night a week. So I'm saying like a tank and a half, $60 is probably about all I'll be present for when it needs filling up, you know? So we're leaving that there. Maybe it'll be even less. That'd be sexy. Shopping, $50. That's gonna be hard, but I don't even want to think. Shopping, that means like personal clothes shopping. That's my weakness. I freaking love clothes. I would buy all the clothes in the world if I could. But we're talking sustainability. We're talking reduce, reuse, recycle. We're talking save Rosemary's credit cards. Shopping will be low this month. Home, $100. This honestly we're probably gonna blow tonight because I just know I need a lot of like home stuff. And in the sense of like, I need paper towels, I need toilet paper, I need detergent, I need dish soap. So I just think we have to restock on a lot of those basics that will last a while afterwards. So it'll probably be lower next month. Gifts, $100. I have quite a few birthdays in March. Like a lot of people I know are born in March. Big Pisces fan over here, I guess. Big Pisces and Aries, we're here for it. So $100 might be really tight, actually. But maybe that is where the cushion will come in, hopefully. Because I'm a gift giver. Gift giving is my love language, and I will give as many gifts as I can find you. If I think you're gonna like it, I'm gonna buy it for you. So I need to get better about reining that in within my budget and being more intentional about like, I know you'd like all these things, but I will get you this one now, and then the next one later, and then, you know, spread out my gift ideas even more. Okay. Up next we have health and medical, $50. I think that is about what I have to pay for my pills each month. I am on, you know, antidepressants and allergy pills. So health and medical, $50, we're leaving it at that. Friends, $200. Like I said, Agatha and Marissa are coming literally tomorrow, and I'm so excited. So I've given myself $200 for the month to like really enjoy myself and do whatever the heck we want. Because I love spending time with my friends and I love doing things with my friends, and I'm home so much that I feel like it's worth it to me to like make that the second highest part, because then I will go do things and enjoy myself, and that is also self-care in another form. And then the dog, $50. He will need, we just bought him food, so hopefully he's fine. We'll see. Savings, $200. That's an extra $50 out of each paycheck that I will take for weeks, and that'll be good. So maybe I'll save $250 this month, but I'm gonna leave it at $200 just in case I need that extra $50 to go somewhere else. And I think that is about all I can do right now, but you know, we're gonna work our way up. We're gonna start padding that bad boy. Here we are at the end of my budget. So that is what I have as of right now. As I said, I'm a beginner. I will maybe go in, tweak, improve things as I can, as I learn. But that's what I've got going on. I would love any advice. If you have any experience in this, if you were recently a beginner budgeter, or if you are a beginner budgeter right now, like me, I'm so glad you watched this video. I would love to hear about where you're at in your financial journey in the comments, and we'll get through this together. We'll learn together. And hopefully it'll be easier knowing you have a friend. Just trucking along, figuring it out as life comes. So that's what I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed seeing me break down the financials and try to figure out how the heck I'm not gonna spend so much money, because it's gonna be hard, but we're gonna do it. We got it. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, please, like I said, drop me a comment with some financial goals, tips, anything you got going on in that realm. I would love to hear about it. If you would like to subscribe, I'd love to have you. I'm gonna be making more videos. Someone's feeling feisty. I'm gonna be making more videos in the financial realm as I like learn my shit, and you know, we could follow along together, figure things out. And then I also upload, you know, day in the life vlogs. I work from home. I'm a grad student. I live in Denver, Colorado. I just got a puppy. Things are wild over here. So if you're interested in that, we got a lot going on over here. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye.